Here's how to make the various shapes of the heads for your spirit animals into a 3/4 view. I'm going to start with the side view of a bird. So it's basically just a circle with a beak. The beak could be straight, or the beak could be curved, depending on if it's a bird of prey like an eagle or a falcon, or even a hawk. A hawk's beak looks very similar to this. It actually goes down even further like an eagle's beak. A parrot also has that same kind of beak, although the parrot is not a meat eater like a hawk or an eagle. This would be more like the beak of a small bird. If it were a hummingbird, it would probably be much longer like this, and it might even be curved on the end. If it's an owl, it still has that curved beak like the eagles and the hawks, but it's much smaller. Just going to put in a cartoon eye on each one of these, even though the eyes look very different on them all also. From the front view, a lot of them are going to look very similar. So I'm just going to draw 3 more circles here. If you start with a circle or an oval on all of them, and then because this one comes down to a point, it's probably going to look something like this from the front, whereas this one might look just like this from the front view. And then this one's going to look very similar to this one, only just shorter. It's going to come over the top and look almost diamond shaped at the bottom, like that. How that looks from a 3/4 view is you have to start with this shape here and then extrude or extract or extend the beak out that way. Oh, and by the way, if you have the crow or the raven, the beak is going to look more like this. So those are the 4 basic types of beaks from the side view on the crow, or the front view on the crow. And the shape of the head's going to be different also, but the front view on the crow is going to look more like this. And again, I'm simplifying this for a reason, because these are cartoons. One of the things that I always like to put on cartoons, even if they're not on the actual animal, is some sort of eyebrow. And of course, on an owl, it might have tufts like this coming off the top of its head, depending on the type of owl. But again, these are very basic. So for a 3/4 view, remember to always use the construction lines so that you can turn the head in a 3/4 view. And again, I'm just doing these very quickly to give you an idea or a sense of how it would look. So again, starting with this oval shape, this is the middle of the head, turned that way. So I'm going to start with the oval shape, and then I'm going to do the beak out like this, and then do the bottom of the beak like that. For this kind of animal, bird, start with the same thing. Start here, and then come over the top like this, and draw that curved shape. And then draw the bottom of the beak down here. Same thing on this one. It's just a little more shallow. So it's going to come off the front like this and curve down like that. And then for the crow or the raven, similar to this one, just longer. And I've drawn the mouth open on these so that you can see the bottom of the beak as if they were smiling or talking. So that's the basic beak for these multiple types of birds. And again, remember to put in the eyes and the eyebrows. You can start to give them a little bit of personality. They do all have different types of eyes. The owl's eyes are generally a lot bigger. The eagle's eyes, they generally have more of a stern look on their face. So maybe they've got more of an angry look, even if they're not angry. It's just sort of the way the head is shaped. So play around with those. I'd like to see these considerations when you do your finals, because we are doing a three-quarter view of the soccer player kicking the ball, the soccer player blocking the ball, and the basketball player slam dunking the basketball.